One thing I hate almost as much as systemic racism and gender inequality is fake news. That's why today I decided I will debunk the popular urban myth that used coffee grounds are a good way how to fertilize your indoor plants and garden. Hi, and welcome to Greentopia. My name is Maya and I'm a plant addict. And I'm also a coffee addict. In this video I'm gonna talk about the popular opinion on social media and in a lot of articles and among plant parents that used coffee grounds are a good way how to naturally, organically fertilize your plants. And I was really excited about this, so I did some research, and the results of my research did not make me very happy. Since I drink a lot of coffee, I thought this is a great way how to minimize my waste and also, feed my plants and make them happy. However, when I started to do a little bit of research online, whether this is true or not, and actually how much of these coffee grounds I can or should put into my soil mix, I realized that a lot of these articles are a little bit misleading. So I felt that it is my duty to give you scientifically proven information which will make you realize that putting coffee grounds in your plants, it's not even that good. I know, a mind bomb, right? I was also a little bit disappointed, but as I said in one of my previous videos, science is great and I love it and you should too. So what's the real deal with used coffee grounds? The thing is that, you can definitely put your used coffee grounds into the soil, but it will not do what you think it will do. There's this thing called bioavailability, which means that the plant needs to go into a chemical process before the nutrients from decomposition are available for other, let's say, plants or organisms. And in the case of coffee, it means that just by heating the coffee grounds when you're preparing your coffee, you are not doing this process and the bioavailability just is not working at that time. It would mean that if you would really want to use the coffee grounds to fertilize your plants, or that you would first have to decompose the coffee ground and enable the bioavailability of the nutrients inside. And yes, of course, coffee has caffeine, coffee has nitrogen, it has a couple of other nutrients, but just simply putting them in the soil won't do anything if it's not decomposed. One more thing is also in a lot of articles they recommend to put coffee grounds into the plants which like more acidic soil. The thing is that what they don't tell you is that actually this acid that it's contained within the coffee grounds, it's actually water soluble, which means when you cook your coffee, most of the acid stays in your coffee cup and you drink it. So basically, and this is a little bit of pH humor, is when you dispose your coffee grounds after you drink your coffee, the pH level is pretty basic, which means that it will not add any acids to the soil. Now, let's talk about caffeine. We all know that we drink coffee because it has caffeine. I mean, sorry, in my opinion, coffee is just an insult to coffee. I know, a lot of people have maybe medical condition and thus they cannot drink the coffee with caffeine, but still, that's how Mother Nature made it. So yes, it contains caffeine, but it doesn't necessarily mean that if you would put coffee grounds to the soil, that the other plants would appreciate the caffeine. And it actually goes against the popular opinion that the caffeine would fasten the growth. Actually, nature is pretty smart, as you might probably already figure it out, that the caffeine is kind of a protection against other species, meaning that when, for example, in nature or in the forest where coffee grows naturally, when the leaves fall from the coffee plant, they would actually slower the growth of other plants, which is kind of a survival instinct. There is also one other use which sometimes gets mentioned in these articles about the used coffee grounds, and which I also kind of experienced myself, is that when you mix it in your soil, in your soil mix, it will retain water. So from this perspective, it's physical thing, it's not a chemical thing, so it retains water. So in case your plant likes to be in a more humid soil, then you might consider it, but also again be careful that you don't put a direct a bulk, or I don't know how to call it, a bulk of coffee grounds stuck together and you just put it in the soil. I would rather recommend it that you mix it well, because when there is a bunch of coffee grounds together, it will start molding because the water will be retained, which actually started happening to me. And this is also one of the reasons why I did some research, because it just didn't make sense to me. Why do I get mold on the surface of my soil where I put the coffee grounds? It didn't really seem very intuitive that it would help the plant. Rather, I was a little bit worried if this can harm it. I hope you found these informations helpful. I for sure did, and I was a little bit disappointed that it's not that good of an idea to add coffee grounds to my plants, but you know, we all want the best for our plants. So if you found value in this video, I would appreciate if you give me a like and maybe even subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber yet, but also to share it among your friends and family that could benefit from it. And of course, if you have any more questions or comments or doubts about what I said in the video, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video, and in case you want to know which fertilizers are good for your plants, I've made another video which is talking about an organic fertilizer made from banana peels, and I would recommend that one because it's super easy to make at home and it works. See you next time, and you know, be nice to your plants and to yourself. Bye!